Good morning. What's up? I am busy. Trying to finish the Great Review Part 2 today. Have you seen the beery news? I have not seen any beery news. Oh, perfect timing. 3-second wait. For 3 years? Oh, jeez. What did he do? What have I done? Are we in the best of 5 stage yet? Yeah. With 2 accounts? What? So he signed up twice? And he gave himself an admin win! Oh my god. That's hilarious. On cabron. Oh my goodness. That's wild. What a dumb thing to do, man. Maybe, yeah. Alright guys, Llama gonna be here in the blue as the Gurjaris to the southwest and to the east in the green as the Malay. It will be chart. We'll have to see how this one goes. Do favorite chart, of course. Gurjaras, I mean, this is still a good feudal age aggression map. Malay, it is a map, therefore Malay are good on it. Doesn't work? Well, I mean, it's somebody trying to flout the rules. Just for that spot? Well, yeah, I mean, it's... obviously, it's annoying. It's work they shouldn't have to do, but it is what it is. You can't have somebody cheat their way in there and then just not, you know, ban them. You know what? Maybe we can be generous to Beery and say that he's got multiple personality disorder. Maybe he thinks that Beery Arj and Don Cabron are just 2 different people. They're 2 different AoE players. I think that's very likely. Alright. Looks like 21 pop up here for Llama with 2 fishing ships. Remember, you can garrison as the Gurjaras. Up and coming anti-meta player. Beery's been around a long time. I don't think he was up and coming at all recently. Oh, really? What? That is so weird. Was Beery? Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I assume they're mostly in Spanish. Anyone coming because of the TTL 2025 bus? Yeah, it's translating. Well, I mean, Beery... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just bizarre. Maybe we're all beery. Alright, pitching ships are now in the dock here for Lamo. Oh, Argentinians are this weird? No, actually, I do blame the entire country of Argentina. Haven't seen yourself in the same room. I wonder how they found out. DE Discord? Oh, I mean, you'll see all sorts of nonsense there. Video? Oh, okay. React to it, baby. You confirmed it? Wow. I mean, that's just wild. Hello, Yozite. Hello, Mr. Corgi. React to Andy content? What, did Andy have something to say about this? Losing sleep over it? I mean, that's rough. I mean, you care about your tournament integrity. Your React content? Ah. I see. That's just rough, man. I mean, if you gotta do it, you gotta sell it all the way. You have to have 2 computers set up, man. Over hundreds of games. That is wild. I have no more food for you, Dad. I will not be woofed at. Yes, there's nothing. Uh-huh. That's wild. Yeah, Dash would absolutely make multiple accounts in my household to get more food. Geez, so much drama that I feel like I just completely whiff on. least one overlap was Beery. That is just crazy.
Apa sasananya Baginda?
Apa shasananya Baginda?
All right. Anyway, nothing terribly exciting happening so far. All the fishing ships went down. Chart is going to have a huge economic lead. You got the archers here, but you have the same amount of archers here at home for Chart. Fletching is in. So perhaps you have this small window to try and get something done, but more than likely, Chart is just fine. At the same time for the first time. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, that's rough for T90, man. Alright, both players click up to cast light at the same time. Belay Eco is going to be taken over at this point, though. All those archers get cleaned up. There really should be no practical way in which Lamo has any advantage right now. 3 chances to come clean. I mean, if he comes clean, he probably gets like a 1-year ban or something. Not coming clean? Yeah, that's wild. Absolutely wild. Set up an alibi in real time. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is what I get for just being stuck in Chronicles all day. Although I've finished recording, I've played through the entire Grand Campaign Macedonia version twice. Alright, we'll... Oh, jeez. The Thracian one wasn't very fun. The last scenario I did last night wasn't fun. I need to still go back because the Battle of the Hydaspes achievement didn't trigger. Gambling? I missed it initially, but I'm caught up on it now. Yeah, the tire one wasn't very fun. Real job? Exactly. Alright, Bodcrow Saw coming in, but honestly, guys, you're falling further and further behind in eco compared to the Malay player. I mean, remember, Malay are already going to be at an eco advantage just in a vacuum over Gurjaras and almost any other civ. And if you add the fishing ship advantage on top of that, it is just going to absolutely get out of control very quickly, and that's kind of what you're seeing for them. Of course! Always. Yes, Chart's definitely the favorite. Chart's like 2k6. Lamo's like 2k3. We're all beery here. But, like, it's not like TTL Bronze is giving out that much money. A little beery. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyway, second TC coming in here for Lamo. This could be one way for him to get himself back into this game economically. He knows he's behind. You know you're against Malay. You know you lost the fishing ships. Gotta do something here. But now you have an incoming TC for our green player. And right now, it's just, look at this archer production so much better for Chart. You could say his archer production is off the graph. Yes, his archer production is off the graph. Also, it is ballistics to no ballistics, so it's going to be tricky. These Mega Nulls need to get some good value. Does Silver give that good of money? Maybe in Argentina would be good money. All right, archers are coming around, but you already have the crossbowmen here at the base of Lamo. 2 villagers down. Out of the graph, that's not how a graph works. Oh no. I am traveling for 5 days and cannot chat any longer? Wait, is that what he said? Oh my goodness, it's just like, it's so elaborate for like no reason. I mean, I feel bad for T90 and the admin staff, of course, like, just rough. And wouldn't make it? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, this is worse than anything Song did, I think. Yeah, wasn't Ertug playing on multiple teams or something? What Song did a lot of things. He did stream cheating, throwing matches for qualifier seeding. I think it was Song. And looking at a map after a drop to like check out a strategy. But like, those things are in themselves like relatively minor infractions. It's just the fact that he kept on doing it over and over again. This is like, what the heck? In the sloppiness, yeah. He should be banned from the game, and Nilly said no for that reason. No, I don't think you can. You can't just like ban his account. I mean, he was trying to cheat and gain an competitive advantage in a tournament. He should be banned from tournaments. He shouldn't be banned from Age of Empires. A super bad one? Exactly. And honestly, the vibe I got more from Song is that he was just being pretty dumb. I don't know. He never really seemed that malicious, just like thinking he could get away with something. With Beer, like, you know, relatively speaking, there is like a fair amount of malicious intent here. Of dead villagers in game, yeah. Can't keep up? I know, you gotta be fast here in AoE. Anyway, Imp's coming in and that should be the killer. Guy's account? Oh yeah, I do remember that. I guess we can be a reaction Andy after this game. Maybe after this set. Hey, why do I have messages, man? Oh boy. I'll read T90's post. I mean, it's not like this game's anything interesting. The Malay player killed the fishing ships, and then didn't die. What a fun civ. There's nothing left but a husk. Jeez. Well, Lambo isn't giving up yet. I mean, there is going to be a delay in the push because you don't have a castle and therefore you need to get bombard cannons out. But I don't think that Castle Age skirmishers are going to be the answer. Just kind of getting that vibe. Killing everything? I'm not sure. I mean, he was waiting for his upgrades at first. But with the power of micro, all shall be fulfilled. I mean, Imp is now coming in for Lamo, but like I said, there's no real meaningful way in which he has an advantage in this game. Now, Bombard Cannon should be on the way. I guess there's Thumb Ring. Man, why do Malay get fully upgraded Arbalests and Vikings don't? How is the Malay Imp Arb timing less oppressive than the Viking one? Just a question. I mean, good hit there. Thumb Ring. Vikings used to have Thumb Ring and now they don't. Well, you know what, guys? In all honesty, Chart is really slow rolling this. The first Bombard Cannon isn't even out yet. And he was waiting until he had the forward siege workshops down too. I still don't think it's gonna matter. But against a better player or a closer game, this is not really a winning formula. Age up? I mean, I guess, but... yeah. Well, archers are just attacking a house right now, and you know what, guys? Lamo has made it to the Imperial Age. He still has a huge eco deficit, so it's not looking good. He also has no gold income right now, which is also not good. Well, Malay are just a naval civilization. They're not even classified as an infantry civilization, although I would personally classify them as a naval and infantry civilization. Actually, I would classify them as an economy and naval civilization. The Civs need the economy designation. He did it for the money? He absolutely did it for the money. Whether or not he needs the money is a different thing. Well, castle coming in, good old Mass Nori as well, and I mean, Lamo still isn't dead yet, but again, where is he going in this game? Where can he get an advantage? He doesn't have any ability to counterattack. He's getting like, what, 2 Shrivamsha Riders with no upgrades? He's not transitioning to a better army composition. He's not securing more resources. Fleet battle elephants coming in for Chart, sure. I agree. If the defensive tag is should be a thing, then the economy tag should too. Up, Andre, thanks for the raid. Is Andre Beery? Now that's the real questions we need to ask ourselves. Now nobody is safe. anybody could be Beery.
Yasaku ka Baginda. Ya. Yasaku ka Baginda.
Oh.
Apa Shasananya Baginda.
Welcome to the new Beery. Maybe Beery just raided Beery's other account. Andre and Rubenstock are different people. What if they aren't, though? Oh my goodness, guys. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the game took so long. It makes sense. Oh my god. Like, it's honestly really crappy for T90. Like, and it, you know, super disrespectful to him and his tournament, of course. But, like, it's also funny. Anyway, Chart gets the win there. Listening to Beery right now. I wish I could prove otherwise, but I can't. Last 14 hours of the game. Alright, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee, and then I'll more formally catch up on the drama. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a lovely Thursday. Be right back. What's up, baby? All right, they are now getting into Cross with Japanese Dravidians. We've seen it 1,000 times. All right, I'll pull this up for the more visually oriented viewers. Becoming rapidly Beery. All right. After thorough investigation over many weeks, me and my team have definitively proven that Beery and Don Cabron were both, in fact, Beery. This was a detailed effort that involved many lies and layers. It took time and effort to uncover all of the facts. We found evidence in chat logs, server data, game history, online history, EAPM, rating data, and more that I cannot go into more detail on. After collecting a great deal of evidence, an independent World's Edge investigation confirmed our findings. Beery has been given ample time to be honest about the situation, but still disputes this. Due to this, Beery is disqualified from TTL Season 5 and forfeits all prize pool earnings. Beyond this, World's Edge has made a statement. Following a review conducted by the World's Edge team, it has been determined that the player known under the alias Beery has registered and played under multiple accounts, DS Beery and Don Cabron, for the World's Edge sponsored event T90 Titans League Season 5. In accordance with the rules for integrity of the competition, this behavior constitutes a serious breach of tournament regulations. As a result, Beery will be banned from participating in all World's Edge sponsored tournaments for the period of three years, effective immediately. World's Edge maintains a zero-tolerance policy towards actions that undermine fair play and the integrity of our competitive ecosystem. We remain committed to ensuring that all participants comply with the same standpoints of sportsmanship and respect the rules. Nilly, Tournament Coordinator for World's Edge. I feel such a wild mix of emotions on the situation. I feel disrespected, disgusted, angry, but also sad, disappointed, and demotivated. I push to expand TTL in order to do my best for more players and supply more opportunity, and this nightmare was what I was rewarded with. None of this was easy or enjoyable, and it added a great deal of time and stress. This hurt me and my admins, as well as the other participants and many fans. Due to the personal investment and the nature of this incident, I've recorded a video talking through some of the details. I will undoubtedly get a lot of questions about this while streaming live for months, and it will be hard to avoid. A video talking through it for reference feels like the best way to be transparent, but also to move on. The video is unlisted. I don't want to go viral or be seen as drama bait, but I deserve to speak on the matter and that has so deeply affected TTL. Make no mistake about it, this was clear. The announcement is backed by World's Edge. I absolutely hate that it happened. And let's see what JBR says. Beery reached round 3 in order, therefore, secured a place in silver. We now have to organize a mini replacement qualifier to fill this spot. We'll be inviting the 8 highest seeds. Okay. I mean, like, that's rough. I mean, especially, like, because it's TTL, right? TTL is basically T90's gift to the semi-pro competitive AoE 2 scene. Like, it is so much effort to organize. It has a super beneficial structure. Like payment prize pool structure for people who aren't at the very top of the scene. And, you know, if T90 was just looking out for T90, he would have no incentive to even run the tournament like this. I mean, it's really sad, and, you know, I'm sure and hope that T90 just doesn't think that, oh, like, this whole thing is a waste of time. Like, people aren't going to care about it because, of course, there are going to be so many players that do care about the tournament and do benefit from it and are appreciative of it. So hopefully those people are reaching out to T90 and supporting him. It's very sad. Like, it's funny and sad. And for T90, it's just, you know, hurtful and sad. Yeah. It happens when Tracken leaves the community. Absolutely. But yeah, definitely give T90 some love. If he's online when I'm done, I'll raid him and give him some love myself. What's funny about it? I mean, to be honest, it provides excellent meme fodder for the next, you know, forever in AoE.
Sorry.
I mean, now everybody, at any time, anyone is like multiple accounts. Oh, are they Beery? Is it Beery? But now Beery's gonna become a byword in AoE for a cheater. Like, I mean, it's wild, yeah. Yep, no gambling involved here. Just plain old greed. Also, where's my phone, man? Guys, where did I leave my phone? Ash, where did I leave my... Thonk. Did my phone fall? No, my desk. It's not even my desk, guys. I need to find my phone, man. Enter for... I mean, you could just set up a separate PayPal account, right? That probably isn't that hard. Guys, I don't know what I did with my phone, man. Need way more formal stuff? Honestly, for tournament payouts, people just need to submit an invoice. Yeah. Toilet? I don't... Oh! I don't know. I'll find it later. Changed Tonka bronze. What was it before? Wait, he didn't even have the same country? Mexico! Oh my goodness. Oh, was there an old Mexican player, Don Cabron? Tatake? Really? But wasn't Tatake also a cheater? Yeah, that's what I thought. See my mustache? Exactly. That is just crazy, guys. He hadn't returned to DE? Jeez. Uncle Sitom, indeed.
Sorry.
On the day to sign up for tournaments? I mean, it's always a little bit sus. Hello, Toast. I mean, it really is, and we haven't had drama this good since Ertug. The song drama was just a bunch of very mild, you know, infringements that just added up. But this is just elaborate, man. Super Cat Thief gifting the sub to Matza. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome to the Wolfpack, Matza. Enjoy the beauty, glory, and majesty of Ornlu, a wolf and friends. And trickery, exactly. Glad to live drama 3. I mean, I hate being a part of drama, but drama can be pretty funny to watch from the outside. It's just, you know, the song drama, like, it didn't actually, like, really hurt anybody. Except the admins. But as we all know, admins aren't people. As a former admin myself, I can tell you that admins aren't people. But yeah, obviously, like, you know, it's just, I just feel really bad for T90, of course. That's what, yeah, that was not fun to be a part of. Does the corgi want out? The corgi wants out. He looked so sad at my door. He just plopped down and stared at the door from 2 inches away. Got $50 into see you next year? Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Anyway, meanwhile, a game of Cross is happening. It sure is Cross. I mean, of all the games I have ever seen on Cross, guys, this is one of them. The jig was indeed up. A relatively even game of Cross? Oh, it sure is. I mean, Chart is still a little bit ahead. Just getting some skirm upgrades. He's getting second range. Meanwhile, Lamo's going to be going Knights. All that checks out. Trying to get the best fight you can, though, as Lamo before the upgrades come in. And now you can see he's just trying to close the gap. He's trying to mine the gap. He's on the tube. I think that's what they call it. It is Cross V1. The version's important? Oh, yeah. Alright, Llama coming forward here, guys. Double Monastery, though, for Chart. Okay, so he's really going to be trying to play into the Knight play. Now, he's in on 8 fishing ships to 6. The issue for Lamo is that you're going Knights and you have no food income. Kind of a not-so-great combo. Clearly an inferior map. Indeed. I mean, honestly, guys, this is why people go for skirmishers so often. It's because it's so hard to go for Knights when you're rushing up to Castle Age so quickly that you just don't have the food eco to actually sustain 2 stable Knight production. And of course, it's very easy to just add in a monastery and add a couple monks. Alright, Knights are charging in. That is a dead villager there for Chart. Now the TC coming in for him as well. Will probably be up in time. And the quick balls are good, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Meanwhile, those quick balls also where they need to be, and now the monks are going to shoo away those knights, and, I mean, a villager kill is nice, but obviously nothing that's going to be too consequential over the course of a long game. Yeah, just not enough food income right now. 23 on wood is way too many. The eco upgrades are good for Llama, which is nice, but still going to be falling further behind in the economy as more fishing ships are added in for our Dravidians player. MBL, isn't that for Thalassocracy Cup and therefore on a completely different patch? On a flight to North, I heard Fodler was gone for 5 days and couldn't talk. I think I heard that, guys. Alright, random elephant archers out. Let's go! Go get him, elephant archer. Show your elephantine powers. And remember, guys, no redemption for Dravidians. I mean, this is far from a comfortable position for Chart, even though he is in a good spot economically. Again, 12 fishing ships to 6. Also, 1 more bell. I mean, that's always the issue with Dravidians, right? And why so many people don't like playing them is that basically you can just play really hard into stuff that gets countered by Knights because you just know that they'll never be coming out. Now, the Elephant Archers aren't terrible versus the Mangonels. They have a ton of HP. And the 6 attack actually means that they deal 2 damage per shot to the Mangonel with Bodkin, and that is going to be a nice Mangonel kill. It's battle elephants? Oh, yes, of course. But yeah, you need to have a Repairville nearby. The top-end pro players are so good at, like, always having a Repair Villager nearby to make sure that you're not getting your Mangonels whittled down. That's something that the up-and-coming players are going to need to incorporate into their own gameplay. Back here to the south, so Lamo certainly not giving up the ship yet. And this is certainly closer than the last game. Other range is in. And remember, one of the archery ranges is forward, so it can't really do a whole lot. Why is he making early archeries? What do you want him to make? Ellie archers aren't half bad here. Nice kill there. Gonna get another one? Oh. I mean, a lot of those elephants are getting low, but low HP elephant archers do as much damage as full HP elephant archers, and there are a bunch of monks here to heal them up, and Chart's taking some very efficient fights. No, I like the elephant archer play. Your opponent hasn't shown many monks. And what else are you going to do to snipe mangonels? Now, the traditional play would just be to focus on your own mangonels themselves, but Chart was honestly kind of far behind in the mangonel production in the first place. And remember, elephant archers aren't that expensive anymore. They're 60 food, 80 gold. They're very slightly more expensive than a knight. But yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. Uncle C-Tom! Woo! What are you gonna do when Uncle C-Tom comes for you? Attack is 1 too high. Oh, you think it should be 5? I mean, Castle Age elephant archers aren't OP, though. Yeah, it's like fantastic play here from Chart. But their attack is the same as a cav archer because they are cav archers. Big chunky cav archers. 2 damage to mangonels. Yeah. You could increase mangonel pierce armor by 1. Still have to be careful, though. Dravidians are never going to have the mobility advantage. Unless you're playing, like, Teutons. Here, Dravidians are probably the less mobile civ. I mean, knights are here. They're getting some damage done. They've got actual game on their hands, kiddos. Impressive. I tend to agree. Elephant units are extremely difficult to balance. I mean, this has been true since War Elephants. I mean, the elephant archers are very good when they can fight. The issue is, of course, just the fact that Lamo is using the mobility advantage of cavalry, which is exactly what you need to do against elephants. And if you're going to play a slower unit, you need to make sure that you are as well defended as possible. Lamo now actually has a resources collected advantage. He's killed several fishing ships over here, although the north is secure for Chart, as is the east. And Imp is on the way for Llama. How'd you afford that one, my guy? Nicely done. This is what I like seeing, guys. Versus Elioshers, they do just fine. Germs are still going to be the harder counter, though. Not making it. Well, to be fair, they literally cost the same exact amount of food as knights. It's just that Chart invested a lot more into the elephant archers than Lamo did into the knights. And also, Chart had a lot of his eco idled. Yeah, it's really hard to wrap your mind around that elephant archers just literally have the same food cost as a knight and just 5 more gold each. And you get 2.3 times the HP. I am really conflicted about elephant unit balance. I just don't really know. Because, like, the fact that you can see elephant play at all is fun because it's just a completely different type of unit. But at the same time, it feels like it's a unit that's a lot easier to play than it is to play against if you're in, like, a closed map scenario. But also, like, if the map is open, it's really hard to use them effectively. I mean, it's a tricky situation. But yes, the Mighty Skirmisher. I mean, I wouldn't underestimate the best unit in AoE too, if I were you, Chart.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
Castle does have to be placed up on this northern hill. And no, guys, elephant archers are not unique units for the purposes of samurai. Handcart coming in.
தயார். என்ன கட்டளை?
I mean, Chart's about ready to click up to Imp. He still has monks healing up the elephant archers, and then even once he gets a castle, he can get medical core, which is actually a really nice upgrade. There you go. 4th TC coming in here for Lamo. Too much time to chart? Oh, so you're saying you would have gone around and instead of placing the castle on the hill, placed it over here? I think that there's an argument for that. If you're also thinking, okay, I'm down 0-1, I have an advantage, let's just play safe and try and build on that advantage. You know, hashtag what would Hera do? I don't hate it, but also Hera can afford to play safe in a way that most people can't and win games. But yes, this is the MTC, so, you know. Awkward! How is the MTC frickin' always the forward TC, man? Oh, the armored elephants are gonna try and snipe the trebuchets. Elephant archers are dealing decent damage from the back line. Especially because the last armor upgrade isn't in yet. That's a big one, of course. Skirmishers out here tanking. But now we have 2 trebs here, and clearly, I mean, Lamo has to guess, right? You're not actively repairing a freaking TC at this point unless that TC is doing something very important, like researching town patrol. I mean, it's very expensive already. 4,400 damage taken by that TC and counting. Ring Archer armor is going to be huge, of course, for the skirmishers. Oh, you got a wood? Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no wood in... Oh, no! That very well could be game as the mighty skirmisher battalion is moving forward. Now, you do have the faster attacking skirms as Dravidians, which is great. Lamo now feeling comfortable enough to go with the forward castle. This castle to the south can help protect against raids later on. But right now, this is the pressure, and this is what I want to see from a player, guys. Somebody who is assertive and bold, taking their decisive moments here, getting the forward castle down. But the macro is very good so far for Chart. The res collected are still slightly in his favor. And that tower is... Honestly, this seems like a decent enough attempt to try and deny the castle. But now that the skirmishers are basically fully upgraded, we have a couple of samurai coming in. After it's gone down? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like the villagers are standing around and they just look crestfallen. Like, oh, a day late and $1 short. But yeah, full credit to Lamo for that game, guys. It was a bad start for him. He fell behind in economy, but that night pressure did so much work in the Castle Age. I mean, honestly, the Elephant Archer defense was very good from Chart, but the issue just stemmed from the fact that he had to invest too much into the Elephant Archers, and it just delayed his Imperial Age time too much. That was a good game of AoE too, guys. That was a good game. Oh yeah, I never brought the drafts up because I am nub. Looks like Kilimanjaro is next. Japanese winning, and Gurjara's losing, and then Dravidian's losing, and Malay winning. It was a good game. And that's the thing with Cross. I will give Cross credit. It can have some very boring games, but it probably has the highest frequency of very good games of any of the hybrid maps, and that's, I think, a reason why it's sort of stood the test of time in tournament play. All right, Lamo gets the win. We have Kilimanjaro, Acropolis, and Fortified Clearing as remaining maps, and Kilimanjaro is going to be the next one. And Vietnamese or Malians work for Lamo, Chinese, Lithuanians, Hindustani, but like all of these civs are good for Kilimanjaro. All right now. All right, 2-minute spec delay, and we will be getting into game number 3. I'm going to get some more coffee and be right back. Oh, hey T90. Hey man, I'm I'm really sorry about all the drama that you had to deal with. It's a really crappy situation for you, and I'm just sorry you had to go through that, man. So everyone show some love to T90 because he's had to deal with a lot of unnecessary crap recently. Shit happens, you betcha. It's just ironic that this is the exact sort of tournament that would benefit a player like Beery, and to try and abuse that and cheat in it is really rough. And I didn't see the video, I just read your post, and but I hope you're just not too discouraged, because there's going to be a lot of people out there, a lot of players that are going to be very grateful, I'm sure, that they have an opportunity like TTL, and that are going to benefit from it a lot. Anyway, we got Kilimanjaro here, guys. Chinese versus Vietnamese, classic modern Civ matchup here for just a generic open land map. Now, Chinese sometimes on the settings will go for the mill super early here onto the shorefish, because you do have 2 guaranteed shorefish right near your town center. Start not doing that, though, just pushing in the early hunt. Nothing, that's too fine. The game for 9 years. Boom. I still don't have a Palisade Gate hotkey. literally anything added in after the year 2000 is always going to be new to me.
什么？何种命令？喂，
New civs like the Magyars and Incas, man. I can't handle all the newness. I really am. Anyway, 21 seconds idle time. Not like the perfect start for chart, especially with how good people are these days at minimizing idle TC time as Chinese. That said, it's perfectly fine. It's a new thing. Exactly.
准备就绪。
I became stuck in my ways at a very young age. I am the world's youngest curmudgeon.
何种命令？什么？
Anyway, 3 on wood here. Of course, we would expect either a scout or archer opening from both of these civs. No real reason to try and do anything more aggressive as Vietnamese. I mean, in general, like, I like the idea of going aggressive against Chinese, and I always have, just because they're a civ that want the game to be as passive as possible. So try and disrupt that if you can. That said, Vietnamese themselves aren't like the super duper fast civ unless you're using the TC bonus to lame with, you know, seeing alt tabbing and closing everything. No, wrong button combo, Ornlu. Yeah, unless you're using the TC bonus to scout your opponent and lame them, no real reason to go super aggressive here, especially because the rush distance is guaranteed to be long on this map as you are starting very close to the edge. So, you know, maximizing the distance between the players. Anyway, feudal age on the way. 18 pop with loom here for Lamo. Pretty normal stuff. Note that he is going in with the shorefish here. Now, compared to the forage bushes, it's only 400 food on the shorefish versus the 750 from the group of forage bushes. But you gathered that food super fast, super fast, super fast. Any dockers? No, none of these players have that big dock energy that you need.
准备就绪。
The fish boom on this map.
什么？
喂，
Nope, nope, nope. I mean, really, I don't know if it's good with any civ on a map like this. If it is going to be good with a civ, it would have to be Japanese or Malay or maybe Italians. I don't think anyone else would be really that incentivized to do it.
什么？
Anyway, Barracks coming in here for chart, going up on 21 pop as Chinese.
何种命令？
The, of course, big resources collected advantage.
có thảo dân.
Looks like it's just going to be a scout opening from both players as nobody has gone over to the gold just yet. Scouts here, but there are 2 villagers who are building the barracks, so playing nice and safe there is chart. And we're going to have a nice chillax opening here to this game of AoE 2. Overall matchup, though, I think it's kind of an interesting one because in many ways it's like Vietnamese were designed to counter Chinese militarily with their strong skirmishers. Elephants are pretty good against a civ that doesn't have block printing and all that.
准备就绪。
But Chinese eco in mid-game is still so powerful and so flexible that they're going to have some very good chances.
喂，
That said, Vietnamese eco isn't that much worse than Chinese because it's, you know, getting, especially once wheelbarrow comes in, you usually get a pretty nice advantage with that. So I still actually think it's a pretty decent matchup for Vietnamese. Like, Chinese probably have the better matchup spread overall, but I think Vietnamese are going to be able to hang in with them quite effectively. Having bombard cannons, rattan archers are good against Chuko Nu. And of course, Imp Skirms, really nice combo. And having good archers, cav archers, and cavalry is something that both of these civs have in the mid-game, which is super helpful. What was game 1? It was super forgettable, so... Okay, it was, what, Jungle Swamp? I think that's the name of the map. Yeah, Jungle Swamp. Malay, winning over... Rujaras, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Chart got the early fishing ship kills and then sat with like a 5 villager advantage throughout Feudal Age and into Castle Age, and then just took a huge snowball to win that. It was a Malay game. No, it was Malay versus Rujaras. Anyway, just getting yourself walled up here is Chart. Nothing too crazy as far as that goes. Is giving himself a fair amount of space with which to work, though, so that's not too bad. Just need to make sure that you are walling the pawns effectively. Yeah, super chill opening to this game, and just like in game number 1, Chart is going to be getting a sizable eco lead thanks to his civilization. Magyars? No, I'm quite sure it's Malay. Are Magyars even in the draft? Yeah, Magyars aren't even in the draft. Unless Magyars secretly got a bonus where they can get a huge eco lead against Gurjaras early on with a faster age up. I'm pretty sure it was Malay. Anyway, Archery coming in here. Now, of course, the vogue play these days is to play, you know, passive in Feudal Age, don't invest too much into any kind of army, and then just switch right into Castle Age and go Cav Archers. Both of these civs can do that just fine. You'll have a bit of an advantage, though, in terms of the Cav Archer quality as the Vietnamese. The Chinese having their own economy advantage at this point, also going to be very powerful. So, I mean, it's still perfectly fine. Magyar, no, was that? I keep on forgetting. Was the guy wanting to pick Malay and went Magyars, or was he wanting to go Magyars and picked Malay? I'm pretty sure those were the two civs, though. Picked Malay as a trick and lied that he meant to pick Magyars. Oh, didn't he do like some sort of elephant rush with that or something like that? I think that's the lore. Anyway, you gotta be real careful here with the overchopping potential. Of course, you have very little wood here at the edges of the map. Got a couple archers here. In general, it's a bit odd in the current meta because you want to invest as little as possible into early game, but you also still need to click up super fast. You know, you still have this 18-19 pop-up time mentality. You still need to go for an archery range most of the time in Feudal Age to not die horribly. But you also never want to actually do anything with it. It's a bit strange, and kind of unlike the AoE of the days of yore, where usually the player that was more decisive and aggressive was going to have an advantage. Now it's kind of like, okay, let's hurry up and wait. It's like, let's prepare ourselves to go for aggression, and then not go aggression. Anyway, Castle Age on the way here for both players. A little bit faster here for Chart. I kind of wish that Lamo got wheelbarrow in Feudal Age. It's something that I always recommend with Vietnamese because of all of the time saving. And it's especially against Chinese. Like, I would want to take every single economic opportunity I can get versus Chinese because you need it. Yeah, that's a lot of posturing. As things stand, though, they're probably just both going to go Cav Archers, but with a 900 resources collected lead for the Chinese player. I say that, we have Archer production coming in, actually from both. Interesting. So, I mean, they could just both go crossbowmen. Usually, if people were going to be going for Archers, they'd be trying to do something a bit more aggressive in Feudal Age, but, I mean, sure. They'll still have a nice blob of Archers. Let's get Castle Age. The Llama does have this woodline here to the south to take advantage of. And at the very least, like, you could wall here and wall over here and get this wood a bit more safe in the south. I mean, it's not, like, amazing, but it's workable. And at the very least, he took this forward woodline earlier so that as mid-game comes in, as you're going to have to start worrying about crossbowmen shooting over your walls at your villagers, the most dangerous and exposed woodline is at least a little bit out of the way. Or you've taken it already, so you can go for the safer one right now. Anyway, University coming in, crossbow and bodkin on the way. We do have even the stone walls here from the side there for Chart. How good is Vietnamese and Imp? I'm a big fan of Vietnamese and Imp versus Chinese. You have just a lot of really strong options. Yeah, crossbow bodkin here for both players, 3 scouts for both. Very mirrored builds. But like I said at the start, guys, passivity almost always favors Chinese because they'll just get a huge eco lead. And that's exactly what we've been seeing. So if you're both kind of doing the same thing, Chinese are just gonna do it better. And I'd like to see something either go really aggressive, get a university like and a siege workshop and try and go crazy there, or just try and be a bit greedier and add a TC, or do something, because this does not feel like a recipe for long-term success for Lamo.
准备就绪，
Woodline actually for chart is also going to be a bit precarious coming here in just a moment. And if you think about it the opposite, Lamo took the woodline forward very early on, and now he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Now you're going to need to take this woodline very soon, or go somewhere else on the map, and that could be a bit more difficult, but this is why the stone walls happen. This is why they call them Stonewall Chart. That's 3 villager kills there, easy peasy. Now an 8 villager lead right now here for our green player, but look at this, Scout's in a very nice position to see the villagers leaving, but because the archers are just sitting at the front of his base like that, they're not in a position to attack, they're not really in a great position to defend either.
喂，
And that TC is likely going to come in here without too much of an issue. There is a TC over here to the east of Lamo's base, but at the same time,
什么？
all you're doing is kind of just mirroring what your opponent is doing, but in a worse position. On Super Cat Thief gifting the sub to T90. Thank you, Super Cat Thief, for your generosity. And welcome to the Wolfpack, T90. Run from it, hide from it. Do not escape. Thank you, Super Cat Thief. Anyway, double the archers right now here for Mr. Chart. Gonna try and go for the skirmisher switch, but when you go for a skirmisher switch with the worst eco, you're probably in like the single digits percentage success rate. Like skirmisher switch with the worst eco is like it almost never works. Only works for MBL, and it only works for MBL against somebody who MBL is worse than. No, it's best of 5.
电塔高兴骚吧？
殿下果然識口訪問。
I mean, like I said, Lamo could just use these pawns here to wall up on the side a little bit and take the wood to the south. But I think he's just way too far behind at this point. The skirmishers give him no ability to pressure. He's not going to be catching up in economy. He's way behind in villager count. And I mean, look at that idle TC time difference. Lamo, this is some MBL scouting right here. Scout yourself, scout your opponent, scout the area in between, and nothing else. Alright, wheelbarrow coming in. You're going to try and make a cav archer switch, but unfortunately for Lamo, he is just getting absolutely out-tempoed, out-muscled by the Chinese economy. AM Lamo. Remember when AM was a thing?
我屌人，殿下果然識口訪問。
Wheelbarrow, double ranges, 1 university. You do have the siege workshop coming up in the middle of the map. Could go for some rocket carts.
我屌人，
Sure, why not? Perfectly reasonable thing you can do. I mean, so long as Chart does something even semi-reasonable at this point, he will win the game. Chicken Siege Workshop? Yeah, I mean, you could probably try and force the Siege Workshop up over there. Oh, this? Yeah. After completing the Alexander campaign, do you think there's some campaign design ideas? I think that the Chronicles campaigns are fundamentally different because you don't have the storytelling set up for like a few scenarios where you have a single scenario covering like an entire military campaign, but you have the scenarios covering more like a series of individual battles, so I think it's just a little bit different. Yes, it's a best of 5. So, Lamo going to try and go for a counterattack here. Archers are already in position to help protect that 3rd TC that's coming in, though, which is always nice. +2 defense is going to be big for the skirmishers versus the crossbowmen. But still, I mean, just look at the numbers, guys. The numbers don't lie. The BO command? Has that one ever worked? Have I ever updated any of my commands since 2018? I think that's literally always been there. Well, catching a reinforcement there. Rocket cart's going to be able to apply pressure to the front. Yeah, I also hope you get all 5 games. Game 2 was really good between these two. But games 1 and games 3, it's just Malay eco really taking over, Chinese eco really taking over, and Lamo simply not, I think, not respecting the fact that if you let Malay and let Chinese just sort of hang around, they're just going to have a huge advantage against you. Yeah, well, Twitch is really loving like that. Hey man, I had to sign up for frickin' like Fubo TV just so I could watch Monday Night Football. Because frickin' YouTube and Disney are arguing over streaming rights. Next game be Cumans? I mean, if it's fortified clearing, that absolutely I think could be Cumans. The Bears are doing all right. They're like okay. They had a wild game last week. The Ravens are like they started out in the total dumpster, but the Ravens are they're coming back. They're actually facing T90's favorite team of the Vikings next week or this weekend. Hello, Dirty Squirrel. Yeah, there's GG. Yeah, it's just unfortunately, guys, there are some civs that you just can't mirror unless you're a similar power level. Chinese S-tier open map civ, if they just sit around and do their thing, they're going to have an advantage over you. Vietnamese don't have that luxury. You need to do something a bit more proactive. And Lamo is simply not able to do that. The chart gets the win and is now 1 game away from the next round. I honestly keep on forgetting this whole setup. Oh, not 21. Hart winning his own home map. That is his number 1 civ pick versus his opponent's number 2 civ pick. And if look up the brackets. I think he tweaked it week 1 versus the versus the Bills. I was just trying to play through it for a while and it was just not going well. Not a mean guy. Only benevolent. We'll have to see what JJ can do, though. My mom is from Detroit, so she's a big Lions fan, so I was watching some of the Lions versus Vikings game, like we were like flipping through the channels. And, I mean, looked pretty good. Pretty good. Somebody cancel him? Exactly. Nightmare, I know. It's crazy. Although watching the Packers lose to the Browns and then the Panthers is always... Like, being from Chicago, I have like a very deep-rooted hatred of Packers and Packers fans. It's really just part of the culture here. Alright guys, 22 seconds and we will be getting into fortified clearing. There we go. That's how you do it. What? Hermit life can be on the line here for chart. Oh yeah, I was looking up the brackets. Wait, so how does this work again? First, the way to go to Gold League immediately, that's right. And then the losers in the later rounds stay in Silver League. Okay, that's what I thought. So, the winner of this set... if I can find it. Ah, yes, so these players have already qualified for Silver League, and then if either win the set after this one, then they will have qualified for Gold League. Go Silver? Yes. All right. Here we are, guys. Game number 4. Chart versus Lamo. We've had a good game number 2, but Lamo simply not able to punish Chart's economic advantages in games 1 and 3. That said, Chart arguably just had the civ advantage in those games and was able to sort of sit back and in a passive game just had an advantage. That is not going to be the case here, as we'll have Chart in the green as the Hindustanis to the north, and Lamo as the blue Burgundians to the south. So we're obviously on fortified clearing. Could see some aggression. Personally, I think it's a little too easy to wall on this map to try and do something too wild. Probably just going to be a bit safer to do something in the Vast Castle family of builds. That said, Burgundians and Hindustanis are both going to be very powerful civilizations, but the way that the economies work out for these civs is a little bit different, right? Like, both are good eco-civs. Burgundians are a far better booming civ, because the Burgundian bonuses allow you to get the eco upgrades faster and cheaper, which allow you to start to snowball an early resources advantage sooner. Also, you have the relic bonus on a map that has 9 of them, I think. The Hindustani eco bonus, meanwhile, isn't actually as good for booming. You're saving food, which is usually more helpful for adding an eco while making army. It's like the anti-Persians bonus, where Persians have to invest more resources into building their economy faster, often at the expense of being able to sustain military production, whereas Hindustanis, their neighbors, IRL, historically, it's like completely inverted, where it's easier to make army and economy at the same time, but you don't get as much of an economic advantage from it. That said, if this becomes a big scout fight, then both civs are certainly going to be doing just fine in that regard. Late game, it's certainly a good opportunity for Hindustanis, get that double gold army composition, imp camels, Shatagni hand cannoneers, bombard cannons, with siege engineers being able to outrange the Burgundian bombard cannons. Very, very decent matchup for them. But we'll have to see if you can sort of survive the economic lead that Lamo with the Burgundians is likely going to be able to throw at you. Also, the TTL tournament is a 3-villager start as opposed to a 9-vill start, and I kind of like Burgundians a little bit more with a 3-vill start because you can get your double bit axe upgrade sooner, relatively speaking. You spend more time in Dark Age, so there's more time for the double bit axe upgrade to give you that advantage. It's nothing like gigantic, but it's still something that I always want to keep in mind. Oops. What? Why? I guess he just wants the wall right in front of that wood line? I don't know. Looks goofy to me. Do have to be careful, though. Scout's coming on in. Hello, Fodler. Very weird walls. Run away!
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I always love how friendly the Burgundian villagers are. Bonjour. All right, and Chart says, no, no, no. We want to win the series right now. He's already been able to delay the walls and is clicking right on up to the feudal age. More than just going straight in. Absolutely does. I mean, in theory, it's safer because the villager is closer to the TC on average. But, yeah, not my favorite. From a Chicago gang? Yeah, that's me. Of Shire. Now, no loom is in yet, remember? And once feudal age comes in, looks like Lamo needs a second. Yeah, it's going to be really tricky because the scout can run around and try and go for some extra villager snipes, and these walls just aren't done yet. Meanwhile, Barracks here at home before Chart, and these vills are looking to come forward for a tower rush. Oh, look at this friendliness. You know, after the departure of the absolute pillars of the AoE community that were Eighth Wonder and Klavskis, Lamo really needs to carry the entire weight of the country of Latvia in representing the AoE community. I mean, Klavskis and Eighth Wonder, those are big shoes to fill, man. Alright, okay, looks weird, but it's gonna be fine. So you do have to deal with this scout that's in your base in Feudal Age, as Lamo is indeed going to be going for a fast castle. But archer range is incoming. First tower will be on the way. So you're going to want to go ahead and get loom. In general, guys, if Burgundians can go 26 pop fast castle light cav in like any situation, they will want to do that. It's like the best build for Burgundians, and they are one of the best civs at executing that very sort of meta playstyle. But you're gonna need to do something here. Eco upgrade overlay? What do you mean? Ball's coming in. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Being in? Oh, absolutely. I think that with the way that the barracks is positioned, honestly, if you were able to keep this open, you could even think about maybe adding in a stable at the back and going scouts and just try to pressure that way. Plan B is that if you don't think you can get prevent this wall from coming in, then you can just send the bills forward and then go for the good old tower rush. Yeah, oftentimes what people would do is they would just start building like stone walls behind this. Obviously, the timing is a little bit off, so you couldn't do that as Lamo in this particular instance. But now you're guaranteeing yourself a safe second tower. And of course, look at this, guys. Forward main stone for Lamo. And this version of the map does have stone on the outside, but it's basically off in Narnia. So this could actually be a complete disaster. And of course, Chart scouted that. Oh, palisade walls are made of paper mache these days, and no loom! Oh, researching loom does make your villagers harder to kill. And now you got the tower incoming. Archers are going to be on the way. Villagers aren't committing to a second tower just yet. There's the market that's coming up here on the side. Oh, no, that is a second villager that is lost. Those villagers need to garrison immediately. Actually, no, Chart isn't finding stone. Interesting. So these walls, the secondary walls there, are going to be on point. Fletching is coming in. If you can get a sturdy set of walls down over here, which I would prefer a little bit more urgency. I really would prefer a little bit more urgency here. Oh, geez, you can't even afford Castle Age. Oh, no. Disaster. Okay, Castle Age is coming in, but this is rough, man. That house is already getting low, and again, just not quite enough urgency in the walling. Oh, and this could even potentially open up that gold being harassed. The house is going to go down, and unfortunately, Lamo, not quite the reaction there that he needed. Probably want to go after the low HP stone wall tile, but what do I know? No, the 1 HP pill. Oh no, disaster. Oh boy. All right, so what is the plan at this point? Now, Chart, he's not clicking up to Castle Age anytime soon, so that's not really anything you need to worry about. You've got some walls over that side. He's full stone walling this side. I think you're on... I really don't think you're respecting this enough, Chart. Or Lamo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, what you can do is you can try and wall in all these units at this point. But, I mean, if this isn't Arena, right, you can just punch out of the side of the map. So, yeah, actually, that's not going to work at all. That's not going to work at all. Yeah, it really does feel like everything is around 20 to 30 seconds too late. At this point, Chart's going to be getting a resources collected advantage. And, okay, so you can't go out and try and punch down the tower. You do have to keep in mind, though, that there's literally an archery range right here. Oh, T-West, thanks for the raid, man. If you look to your left, guys, you can see Lamo having a real bad time of things. Buildings do get a bit more HP upon reaching Castle Age. Scout can try and pressure the archer there. Okay, that's not too bad. That will at least, in theory, secure you some stone income. But he's actually going to be going for the gold right there, but he can't protect the gold. I guess your one scout can do enough there. You can't make anything out of the Siege Workshop yet. Okay, there's a mangonel on the way. Lamo's trying, guys. I mean, 4 villagers lost in Feudal Age is usually game losing, but not necessarily. And chart still isn't even clicking up yet. Of course, neither player really has any stone income. You could start taking some right now as Lamo, and that might be a good idea, but I think his thought process is just, I need all of the other resources even more desperately right now. Oh, sorry, have you plowed? Alas. Alack alay. But yeah, remember when I said that you're going for gold with literally nothing to protect the vills? Oh no! Oh no! And if this was Arena, then all of these units would just be stuck in the back of the base, but obviously it is not Arena, and these units can just punch their way through the palisade walls there and get out if they really need to. 6 dead villagers. Absolutely sag. Castle Edge on the way for our Hindustanis player. And Chart is just cruising. Now, does anyone know if Chart has been in TTL Gold League before? Because he's certainly a player that, in my mind, is at least, like, on the edge of... Yeah, they'd be a competitive Gold League player. Don't think? Well, I think that would be a really nice win for Chart then. Remember, he does need to win one more set after this, if indeed he does win this game. And he would need to win versus either Yu Pudding or Duduju. That could be really good. Yeah, I mean, I think all of the qualifying round sets are going to be really good. I'll try and cover them as best I can, with the caveat that I'm not going to be here this weekend. The Pudster. The Pudster is quite good. People don't respect Yu Pudding enough as, like, a regular AoE 2 player because of the Donjon Rush. Also Prisma in the last round of Silver. I mean, Prisma also, like, really strong up-and-coming player. I mean, right now I'd say Prisma is a, you know, borderline Platinum League player. I think you can be pretty close to calling him Mr. Platinum. Oh, got him. Hashtag got him. No! What? Honestly, the scouts been doing a pretty nice job on cleanup duty, but we got a couple scout cav here in the back. Yeah, Lewis qualified last season. It'll be interesting to see how far Lewis qualifies, because in a lot of these smaller tournaments, Lewis has looked very good, but he still hasn't really done anything in a major tournament yet. All right, a barracks is on the way. You can add in some Flemish militia if you really want to. These quick walls need to be on point. They are... Oh, they spoke too soon! Oh, but this is way too wide an area to defend. Gonna be... I know, it's very sad. Draken retired. Yeah, but the second TC coming in here from Chart, he has a huge eco advantage right now. All he needs to do is just sort of be on cruise control. He's still applying pressure to his opponent via these light cav and the villagers, and there's even a monastery here at the back of the base. The relics here for Burgundians could really help supplement the economy, although the eco grades are going to be very good as well for Chart. But it does feel like you're kind of grasping at straws at the moment. For Burgundians, yeah, that's pretty sad. Nightbot's being mean? Nightbot's a bully, man. Third TC now for Blue. I respect that he has to know I had a really bad early game. If anything is going to happen in this game number 4, you got to make it happen. And just adding in as much eco as possible. We're really going to try and do that. He's got a couple of Flemish militia here. They're going to be quite solid. Because although Flemish militia aren't as good as pikemen against, you know, cavalry, they are better than spearmen, while also being tankier. And you don't need to get an upgrade for them, so I still like... I like Flemish militia a lot more as a barracks unit than I do as Flemish Revolution. But I have the very strong feeling that we're never going to get rid of Flemish Revolution. Or as the kids call it, Flemrev. Flemrev 6-7. Apparently that's a thing kids say these days. I literally only learned that yesterday. I have no idea what it means. Ragnarok. Call it Ragnarok. Call it AoE 3 Revolutions. The phlegm is revolting. Exactly. Looks like Monk died over there to the light cav. 6-7 pop. I don't get it! Yeah, you can see here, guys. Compare this to a spearman. Oh, now I can't show the stats off anymore. Or the pop that turned. I mean, it would make it even better. It would also make it kind of confusing. I mean, in theory, you could do it, right? Because all of the different villager tasks are different units. Yeah. But I think if we live in a world where do you want Flemish Revolution to be overpowered or bad, I think you and I, T90, would both be on the side of we would rather it be bad. Yeah. Anyway, Lamo's still at an eco disadvantage. He is adding in the 4th TC. I do think that, given the situation, Lamo is playing quite well. I also think that it's just one of those situations that it's not realistic to come back from. What, first female villagers can't mine gold from stone as poles? Now they can't turn into revolutionaries? SMH. We are here for gender equality. Well, I think that supremacy is far more interesting than Flemish Revolution is. Yeah, it absolutely is. 4th TC is also coming in here for chart, though, so he's not going to be yielding his economic advantage anytime soon. And the crazy thing is, Lamo still hasn't been able to clean out chart from his base, so if Chart can go full Ornlu and drop a castle in the back of his opponent's base, that would be crazy. More stone walls coming up on the side here as Chart is looking to solidify more of his map control. He has 3 relics to his opponent's 1. Remember, he had the light cav out, was able to snipe the monks that were out on the map for Lamo, trying to pick up relics, trying to get something out of it. Is Homie playing the Alexander the Great campaign, guys? Or is he just spamming outposts everywhere? Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm so glad that I never have to build another fortified outpost again. Yeah, Lamo gonna be slower up to Imp. Oh boy. Oh, look at these walls, they're kissing! Mwah, mwah. Yeah, I mean, Lamo has the right idea, all things considered, but it's just way too far gone. Now, all you have to do is something even semi-reasonable once again as Chart, and you will be basically guaranteed to win the game and the series. There's Imp, but, again, still further behind. Thanks to that girl, even better, Boom! I'm going to be going this weekend to meet her. I'm going to be spending the weekend in Kentucky. Uh-huh. I guess this is going to be for a castle. Yep. I guess the bill still got through right there. In Kentucky right now. He's moving back to Chicago next month, though. Fortified outposts are good. They're just kind of annoying to spam all over the place. Lexington. I'm going to be in Lexington the weekend. Never been there. But it seems like a really nice town. But no, it's like a little over a 6-hour drive for me. So totally doable for a weekend trip. Oh, boy. And because you have such a big advantage even getting into Imperial Age, you have all the time in the world to grab chemistry, so you can just go right into your Shiitake hand cannoneers. Yeah, we don't want to be flying right now in America, that is for darn sure. Vineyards coming in, still, you just don't really even have any relics to help supplement your economy. I look how greedy you can be. No units being made. Immediately getting conscription, gold shaft mining, and chemistry. Like, that is the absolute rich man. You are like full Monopoly man at this point. Under zero pressure to actually, like, try and, safely get to hand cannoneers by, like, going skirmishers just to try and, you know, fend off your opponent and then can only later make that transition. Nah. You're just going right into hand cannons. Getting camel upgrades as well. I mean, like I said, Imp Camel Hand Cannoneer is not something that Burgundians are going to deal with very effectively. Oh, even 45 wall. That's how you know they're a good player. Only the truly high IQ players can go for fortified wall. Alright, Trebuchet gonna be knocking at the gate right there. You also have chemistry coming in here for Lamo, but obviously he is simply too far behind. And Shiitake hand cannoneers in general are gonna be better than the Burgundian hand cannoneers anyway. No, Shiitake isn't in yet. How much does it cost now? It did get a good nerf. I mean, honestly, 500 food, 650 gold is still really cheap. Like, I wouldn't even hate it at, like, 650 food, 800 gold. Alright, hand cannons are out here. I mean, like, Shiitake is literally one of the best unique techs in the game. And I like it. I like the +2 range. It was really unmemorable at 1 range. But it still seems really easy to get to, all things considered. Yeah, it's like he's saving up for it right now. Oh, it's the Hindustani Flemish militia. You know, if you convert the militia, it should change to every civilization. So it could be like Inca militia. Of course, someone clipped that. Anyway, guys, if you look to your left, you can see Lamo dying a very sad death. Full fortified walls on the side here. Also, I like how forage bushes are, like, the best kind of wall possible. Literally indestructible to everything except villagers gathering it. Like, Straggler Tree can get, you know, chopped down and have a building put over it. Even a small forest can get onager cut or treb cut. Nope, those forage bushes, literally indestructible. Even on the clip? Aw, SMH. Burgundian militia? Yeah, but Flanders, part of historical Burgundy in this time period. Alright, GG called there, and Chart does take a decisive 3-1 win in this set to move on to the final round here of Silver League. And again, if he wins that set, he will be going over to Gold League for the first time, which would be pretty cool. It would be neat. What's next? Okay, so Fire versus Babaorum, which could also be a good set, is in an hour. Is there anything else in the meantime? I guess we could jump over to Thalassocracy Cup. I think. I feel like we've seen enough of the drama. Right, I think there is Lewis versus Javisty. It's a Javisty, not a travesty, a Javisty. MBL versus Folder. I gotta finish my Alexander the Great Review Part 2 video folder. I'm not gonna be casting it, I'm afraid. It is for Thalassocracy Cup. Oops. No, I'm not gonna bother setting up the scoreboard for it because it's a best of 3 that's likely gonna be a 2-0. I mean, Fodler, if you played your match right now, I'd cast it, but no. Right, well, it's more a timing thing. All right, switching over my patch right now. So again, guys, I will unfortunately be gone this weekend, but does Bronze League end this weekend? Be unfortunate. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it's just the third round that ends. So yeah, all of next week I'll be able to cast the rest of Bronze League as the matches happen. I will also be gone at the end of the month because I'm going to be out of town. Versus your MBL strat? Oh boy. Sure. Why not? They haven't even started the draft yet. If MBL is watching? Alright, let me update the stream title. What is it in an hour? I'm GMT -6 right now, so 17 GMT Fire versus Babaorum. Bad Boy versus... No. Has to be Song. No, actually, honestly, both Song and Bad Boy didn't do anything, like, you know, bad enough individually. We need to have a full Air Tug versus F1re show match. Alright, Fodler. If you want to invite me, you can. We'll have to get that last achievement for the Battle of the Hydaspes. Ugh. Yes, I did all of the achievements on Legendary. The, oh, whoops. It was best of 5 for Titans League. Get the invite? I don't think so. I mean, if you just host the game, I can probably find it. Not like there are going to be a ton of people on the patch. Yeah, don't see anything right now. Again, guys, we have, oh, there we are. Wait, did they change the location? Now it's in, like, the bottom center of the screen instead of, like, on the upper right. Alright, Father wants to play on F1re against me. What civ do I want to play? Play Vikings. Gotta try out the hooks. Ugh. Chat, it's going just fine. We have a little bit of time to kill before the next match for Bronze League, so we're gonna cast some Thalassocracy Cup, but Fodler wanted to try this strategy first. So let's see what I'm in for. Not like we have a whole lot to scout in our own base here. We have our sea towers. Bill, hello? Yeah, no forage bushes, remember. The map is F1re. No. Instead of a scout? I mean, it's true. We really don't have a whole lot to scout here on the, on our little starting area. I mean, I can and probably will delete a wall. Righty. And we're pretty close to the water as well. It's fun. Yeah, it's an interesting map concept for sure. Porous are so close, man. Don't you dare go back, Boar. No. Perfect. Now, what we do need to keep in mind is in case Fodler tries to do something stupid on the land,
Ja. Beiti matter.
Bothodd Fwyn. Feithi
because
Mather.
we know how degen Fodler can be.
Hwsias Mither. Bothodd Fiski Mather.
Iski Mother, my favorite.
Fwyn.
Beiti matter. Water. Gwyn. Ja. Beiti.
Double Dock and Dark Age.
Gwyn.
I mean, I have no idea what his plan is.
Fwyn. Bile. Bothodd
Beiti matter.
Rhaialti Lagi. Bile. Bothodd Fwyn. Feithi Mather.
Gwyn.
We must find out ourselves. Anyway, we'll go galleys here.
Ja. Bothodd Feithi Mather.
If he opens fire ships, we can just start adding in some hulks as needed.
Fwyn.
Beiti matter.
Red. Ja. Hwsias Mither. Bothodd
Alfilagi.
Fwyn. Ja.
Red.
Bothodd.
Righty.
Ja. Alti Lagi. Bile. Alti Lagi. Red. Hwsias Mither.
Ho. Water.
Oh, I forgot. We actually have a real live watchtower.
Gwyn.
Hwsias Mither.
Ja.
Ja. Ja. Hwsias Mither. Fiski Mather. Fwyn.
Alfilagi.
Iski Mother.
Bothodd File. Red. Timberchoch Vandi. Hwsias Mither. Timberchoch Hwsias Mither.
It's been a while since I've done a water build order. Probably shouldn't have built the second lumber camp so soon, and probably should have waited until I, got my... had enough wood for my other units. Alright, let's go scout around the side. Hit axe.
Ja.
What's my whole hotkey again? E. Yeah, it's Aquarina. What it's called.
Fwyn. Hwsias Mither.
Yeah, that's a neutral dock. And we have to be careful of the fire ships. They're very, very good against,
Ja. Fwyn. Ja. Timberchoch Vandi.
our
Ho.
galleys.
Bothodd. Hwsias Mither.
Ja.
Fwyn. Bile.
All right.
Hwsias Mither.
4,
Húsás műfer.
Ho, ja, 6 meter.
Just need to keep on harassing his fishing eco as best we can. Oh wait, how much armor? Oh, the gates don't have that much armor.
Red. Húsás
Mark it
műfer.
down.
Botod.
Elek, 6 meter. 4, Gagnes matter.
Queen. Ja.
But yeah, it looks like it's not worth. It's not worth going for feudal aggression. It's a little too hard to apply pressure, I think. Come on, thread the needle!
Botod. Altílag. Gagnes műfer.
Ho, Altila, Queen.
Ja.
6 meter.
Okay, so he is going for some hulks.
Queen. Altílag. Húsás műfer.
Gagnes matter.
Botod. Red. Bilek. Ja. Húsás
Queen.
műfer.
Ja, 4, 6 meter.
Ja. Húsás műfer.
Okay, just try and focus down the ships. Ah!
Ja.
Ja,
Ja. Bilek. Húsás műfer.
Unless I just cancel that. Medium warships! No, not a frickin' trade cog! No idea what Toddler's strat is.
Queen. Red. Húsás műfer. Ja. Timberhoffman.
Alright, just gotta keep that going.
Ja. Timberhoffman.
I know we have other upgrades to get at the Universidad, but I think the focus still should be on ballistics.
Ho.
Húsasmíter.
Oh my god, where is the frickin' space? Oh, that's a little bit of the S word for me.
Queen. Ja. Húsasmíter.
Húsasmíter.
Let's try and be a little bit greedy, why not? Yeah, ballistics is in.
Húsasmíter.
Get some hulks here. Making fires.
Ja. Húsasmíter. Húsasmíter.
Okay, so Fodler is on 2 TCs.
Queen.
Húsasmíter.
Oh, I never got Bowsaw. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh. I think he's got Clank or Construction. Oh, geez, there's an inlet there. Oh, no. Yeah, he's got the Clankers.
Water. Húsasmíter. Húsasmíter.
Ja. Húsasmíter.
Water. Húsasmíter. Red. Red. Beleg.
Let's get their TC up over there.
Queen. Húsasmíter.
Queen. Húsasmíter.
We need to make sure we're not, he's not expanding on the side as well. What? Oh, he's got siphons!
Húsasmíter. Queen.
Use the walls to block for us, of course. Oh my god, I only sent one bill to build that frickin' TC.
Ho.
Húsasmíter. Bothos. Ja. Red. Bothos. Altilagi. Ho. Húsasmíter.
Alright, I think we're doing alright. Is he imp? No, he's castle.
Ja. Húsasmíter. Queen. Húsasmíter.
Queen. Húsasmíter. Water. Húsasmíter. Húsasmíter.
Ho. Bilek. Húsasmíter. Ja.
Húsasmíter.
Hushashmita.
Ho. Ushashmita.
Give heated shot? No.
Puin. Hushashmita. Hushashmita. Hushashmita.
Ja. Ushashmita. Ushashmita.
Puin. Ja. Hushashmita.
Another dock out.
Ja. Namamath.
Ja. Ushashmita.
Bothoth. Rettilagi.
Mm-hmm.
Puin. Vilja. Rettilagi. Hushashmita. Namamath. Bothoth. Hushashmita.
Wait, why are there so many freaking wolves here?
Butter.
Namamath. Bothoth. Hushashmita.
Ah! Dirk.
Hushashmita. Puin. Hushashmita.
Ushashmita.
Hushashmita.
Ja.
Ushashmita.
Ja. Bothoth. Vilek. Attilagi. Hushashmita. Red. Attilagi. Hushashmita. Puin. Ja. Timberhochwan. Hushashmita.
Alright, we'll soon have enough stone for a castle.
Hushashmita.
We really have very little room with which to work.
Hushashmita. Bothoth. Attilagi. Red. Hushashmita.
Oh yeah, I guess we do have,
Bothoth. Hushashmita.
Ushashmita.
what was,
Fiskima. Vilja. Namamath.
we have iron casting gun.
Namamath. Vilek. Hushashmita.
Nope!
Puin. Hushashmita.
Get that down.
Ja.
Ushashmita.
Alright.
Ho.
Go.
Ushashmita.
Get some oyster income.
Ja. Wandi. Timberhochwandi.
Ja. Timberhochwandi. Hushashmita.
Two vills will build that castle eventually, don't you worry.
Timberhochwandi. Hushashmita. Hushashmita. Puin.
Ushashmita.
Get that. I am
Ja.
forever housed.
Hushashmita. Puin. Bothoth.
Namamath.
Ja.
Dirk's
Red.
out.
Hushashmita. Ja. Puin. Vilek. Hushashmita.
There's relics, I guess.
Ho. Wandi. Butter. Ushashmita.
Hushashmita.
Trying to be MBL? How am I trying to be MBL?
Ja. Hushashmita.
Oh, go fishing ship, be brave, be bold. Dude, honestly, I should send some bills over here as
Yeah.
well. Alright, that, I mean... So I'm not too sure what that build was. Honestly, I think it's still probably better to go FC. Probably? Yeah, he was only ever on 2 TCs. I think the sides are definitely really important to control in mid-game. Slower to imp. What was your population? Yeah, I still don't... Fires Hulk? Yeah, I mean, they're definitely still quite good. For sure. $75, yeah. And I think that you're probably going to run out of resources really soon anyway. Yeah, really important, I think, to secure the sides. Like, it's so easy to completely wall off your opponent just with 3 tiles of stone wall. But yeah, Hulk plus Longboat definitely feels like a great combo. Longboats feel pretty bad against buildings, though, to be honest. Like, really bad against buildings. They used to feel a lot better. Yep. My eco was a lot better. Chips, I think it's just longboats. Lewis is already in game 2. Oh boy. And it's on Aquarina of all things. There we go. I don't know. Whoops. I got the countries backwards. All right. Double melee versus ranged and Viking bonus on ships. That specific play? Well, unfortunately, Father, I think you're probably going to run into Vikings a lot on that map. Casting play. I actually don't even play all that often. It was just Fodler wanted a practice game. But, like, what is the build? You go... What? Fire into Hulk? 100-person? Well, we could see the new ships in action. But yeah, I think what Cyan is discovering, like me, is that it's probably... It's in 30 minutes. Pierce armor upgrade? Oh yeah, that is true. To 1500? That's funny. Wait, why does Lewis have his fishing ships here? What the heck? Oh, I guess they're stuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, now you can garrison them. My bad. But Lewis is up on his way to Castle Age, and like I said, I think it's probably the case that you should just go fast castle. I don't think that opening Feudal Age galleys is going to be optimal on this map. I think it's too hard to get damage done. Yeah, the speed upgrade is hard to afford. I did notice that. I mean, because your food income is so bad. Because the chances are you don't have that good of fishing eco. And without any forage bushes, you have to make a, like, very decisive switch to farming. Lewis repairing ships. Good stuff. Getting Bidax on the way now. We do have more fishing ships on the way, but Lewis already had so many more to begin with. And also auto deal. Yeah, Vikings are probably just the best civ in this tournament. I mean, now that they have Hulks, I mean, like, Vikings probably could have gotten away with still not having fire ships if they got Hulks, but now you have, like, everything early game as Vikings, and then longboats are really good against everything that isn't a building in late game. It is kind of sad how bad longboats are against buildings now, though. Galleys, I think, are still just fine. Yeah, you still get anti-building bonus damage as galleys. You just don't as longboats, which is quite unfortunate because they deal now, what, 3 damage to a volley to buildings? Okay, player down the British. Alright, Castle Age is coming in, but the Castle Age warships are going to be better at tanking the Sea Tower fire than the Feudal Age warships are. And now Lewis is coming on in here and should be just fine. Wait, why are those flaming arrows? That's weird. Weird. Alright. Oops, I'm sorry. That was game 2. We missed game 1. Always gets to play versus Vikings? Yeah. I'm already switched the patch back to the live version. I wish my opponent's bad luck. That's fair. Alright, guys, so remember, Fire versus Babaorum is at the top of the hour. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back, and we'll figure out something to do for 25 minutes. All right, sorry about that, guys. I am back. I hope we didn't miss anything too exciting. All right, so Fire Babaorum is... Oh, wait, it says Heart is also playing a set right now. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe he's not. All right, we'll just jump into this ladder game. All right, guys, random ladder game here. We're just killing some time. We have a little bit of downtime. Well, Viper in the blue as the Incas to the west of the map, and to the east in the yellow as Dawe. It will be Siscon, the cisgendered Khan of the Great Horde. Yeah, why is Viper walling so much? What? Oh, never mind. Why must this be a thing? Anyway, Siscon is Dawe. I want them to get rid of this, guys. Can't they make fishing ships not be able to gather fish from on top of fish traps anymore, man? This is just silly. Transcon. And now Viper is going to go for a castle drop? I mean, it's not like Siscon's really doing anything all that intensive. Oh my goodness. And how is that censored? By 2? Something, man. Because this is just silly, in my opinion. And now he's gonna go for the yuckers. They should die pretty horribly to the Xianbei Raiders. I mean, unless, you know, Lewis isn't... Not Lewis. Again, unless this guy isn't paying attention. Hybrid fish beam with a glass of water? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. I mean, look at this. Their castle has llamas on it. Literally, what could be better than a castle with llamas on it? Nothing. That's what. A bigger castle? I do wish it was, like, scaled a little bit larger. Yep, Viper big noob. As we all know. Traction Treb doing Traction Treb things. I frickin' love Traction Trebs. Viper finally biting the bullet and making skirmishers, but now the Tiger Cav are on the way. Oh, here they go! Here they go! Mingguang armor. I think he got elite Tiger Cav. Viper trying to secure some more gold. It is 2 to 3 relics in favor of Siscon. There's nothing you can do without the traction trebs on hand. Viper taps out. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay.
The Yuckers could not get the job done. Trip to Peru? Oh, that's cool. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes. Okay, Sebastian Lucho. Hopefully that game will perfectly tide us over. Well, I mean, it's just happening constantly, but you're just kind of speeding through a game anyway. All right, guys. Again, this is just killing a little bit more time until the last set I'm going to cast today, which is going to be whatever was there. F1re versus Babaorum. Yeah, there we go. And then Don Pato Pasto. Thank you so much for the sub with Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Wolf Pack and enjoy the beauty, glory, and majesty of Ornlu, Wolf and Friends. Campaign tier list? Well, I got another part coming tomorrow, hopefully, for Last Chronicles. Then I can say I'm done with I'm done with Alexander the Great and the Macedonians. I'm so ready to be done, man. Dinner time? Ah, it's a good time to get dinner before the final set. Lucho with 1 vil only on wood right now. Pushing in the deer. So, still likely to go for a very fast uptime. Khmer, definitely S tier. Arabia Civ, fantastic eco. Kind of like Malay and Chinese. They're just one of those civs that have such a powerful eco that if nothing exciting happens, Khmer is going to have a big eco lead over Tatars. Although Tatars will have the better army as the game goes on. Alexander campaign, I mean, it was fine. There were some good scenarios. There were some bad scenarios. And I haven't written the last part where I do my broader analysis. The thing with me in Chronicles is that if you're comparing it to nothing, like either get nothing or you get Chronicles, like sure, I'll take Chronicles. It's a perfectly fine experience. But if the choice is between allocating funds for Chronicles expansions or allocating funds for regular AoE 2, I'd rather just have regular AoE 2. So I'll probably talk about that. It's just it has no real staying power. I'm not just gonna go into Chronicles and replay it. Anyway. 18 pop-up with Loom. 19 pop-up with Loom. Nothing too wild here. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't show their elos anymore. In bronze? No. Again, this is just a ladder game. The F1re versus Babaorum set is scheduled for 12 minutes. To Saracen attack. Pretty exposed gold here at the front, though, for sure. Much safer for Sebastian. Master of Star Wars Galactic Battlegrams. Do you want to get into a legal battle with Disney? Because I know I don't want to get into a legal battle with Disney. I mean, just look at the frickin' Disney YouTube TV debacle that's going on right now. Alright, stable coming forward. I like this actually a lot. Try and secure the gold at the front of your base. I guess you could just go for the gold at the back, but... you know. Swing for the fences! I want to do... It's just Macedonians weren't a very exciting civ. I actually think that all 3 civs were kind of boring. And like another point I want to talk about in my overall review is like, why are we trying to balance civs? Like, they're just campaign civs. It feels like either people at Capture Age, people at World's Edge, or both are like trying to create this parallel balance to AoE 2 so that like they're not overpowered for multiplayer games, but like seriously, who does that? How many people play the Chronicle civs in lobby games? Included in regular? No, the entire, the whole... The civs don't work alongside regular AoE 2. They're never going to be included in regular ladder play. Outplay Rush? I mean, then you're one of the rare people. For their own ladder? I don't think so. I just don't think enough people play Chronicles. Triple R, okay. My impression is that Chronicles does not sell as well as the regular DLCs because it is a niche. It's just niche, right? People don't want to have to relearn everything. All the new unit names, all the new unit stats, all the different interactions. Yeah, No Escape was tough. Honestly, it was one of the most intense achievements to do on Legendary, not letting half the people go through. Yeah, not letting 100 of the Pythians escaping. On Legendary, that was a toughie. It took me several tries. But I did it. The annoying thing is that Perdiccas is freaking useless, man. He'll, like, have a bunch of units nearby and then just not attack the units that are fleeing. Impossible? No, I did it. All of the achievements are possible on Legendary. Good at balancing things? Well, I mean, the thing with Chronicles is that... We get to a less smelter with the Chronicle civs? Chronicles? Yeah, but like... Okay, say you sponsor a small tournament with some of the most popular players, like, you know, get Viper and Hera and Doubt and MBL and Tato and all those guys. Have them, you know, and say, okay, play the Chronicles tournament. They're not going to, like, practice the different Chronicle civs. And an Axe Cavalry is? I still don't know what an Axe Cavalry does. Sometimes they get bonus damage against cavalry, sometimes they get bonus damage against buildings, and sometimes they get no bonus damage. It's so bizarre. Anyway, this is nice for you from Lucho, just not quite walling in time. And text, I know, it's... And I think just from like a resources allocation standpoint, why are the Chronicles DLCs obviously higher budget than the regular DLCs when the Chronicles DLCs are far more niche? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why is Chronicles getting more money to do, you know, unique voice lines and unique architecture sets and unique unit skins? Chronicles worth getting? I mean, if you enjoy, like, just playing a single-player campaign, yeah, they're fine. Like, they're not... It's not, like, a bad experience. Some of the missions are good. Niche? Well, the thing is, I don't think they're putting any more money in it. Yeah, like, if you enjoy the Alexander one, then get the first Chronicles for sure. Like I said, there are some good scenarios in there. Super big fan of the Pericles scenario in the first Chronicles. I'm a big fan of the Voyage of Discovery scenario in the second Chronicles. Thracians are awful. Peru literally do 2 units well. They're 2 unique units. Macedonians become very good by the end of the campaign. But that is like with all of the Merc units, all of the extra aura effects, all that stuff. More single-player stuff. Well, I mean, it's in terms of what makes sense for them to make. Yeah, but how are generic paladins interesting? The siege bonus is pretty cool, but there are a bunch of scenarios where you're literally not allowed to make siege weapons. Like, and, you know, siege units get +1 pierce armor. Like, that's something that would only matter in multiplayer gameplay. Units take less bonus damage from high ground. How on earth is that interesting in a campaign setting? AoE 1? Oh, you mean in an AoE 2? Well, because AoE 2 is, like, by a giganto-enormous margin, the more popular game. Like, AoE 1 DE is as dead can be. What I don't understand is why they keep on wanting to make, you know, Ancient World content instead of just literally using what's in AoE 2. Like, why make Chronicles about the Ancient World when you could make it about the Crusades or the Reconquista? Like, there's so much you could do. You could literally do a grand campaign, Genghis Khan campaign. People would, I'm sure, eat that up. Rebalance that. I just don't understand it. Like, it's a campaign sim. You can make them as OP as you want. Who cares? I mean, most of the scenarios are super gimmicky anyway. Ancient era campaigns? Yes. It's started out as like a mod, but I just don't know. Again, there are a lot of things you can put money into to make AoE. As a Crusader? Yep. Cracked game 9 minutes ago? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah, the boot camp facility is currently without internet, so F1re Babaorum has been moved to Friday at 18:30 GMT. Classic. Yeah, Friday. All right, we'll finish this game and then I'm going to head off. Yeah, there's so many things you could do in the AoE 2 time frame if you wanted to make a grand campaign. Well, Sebastian's doing a good job defending here. Done 2 TCs, he's got his free thumb ring. Mangonel is on the way. Back to archer skirmishers. Yeah, it's really ironic that they freaking at a boot camp and Fire still has internet issues. Fire freaking always has internet issues, man. Under unscheduled matches, that's funny. Dukes of the West? Ow. It was just a regular campaign. It was a good regular campaign. Versus Don Cabron land show match. I'm here for it. Grand. Oh, I see what you mean. Left hand winning. Is that like betting on left shark? All right, now the CA switch is coming in. Got to develop a bit of a better army composition. What's the Pulse DLC? Grand Dukes? No, yeah. No, Lords of the West was Burgundians and Sicilians. No one suspects. Yeah, I mean, Grand Dukes was definitely great, and it was sort of the similar idea. Don Cabron even sounds like an alias. Yeah, it really does. Dawn of the Dukes. Yes, that was it. No! Prototype Grand Campaign? Yep. I mean, I'll definitely talk about it in the review. Yeah, second TC just not coming in for Lucho. Eco upgrades, I guess, are a little bit better as he has Wheelbarrow, but feels like this is still a way better spot for Sebastian. If only Bohemians made sense to use as or made more sense in the Genghis Khan 5 scenario. Doing a third one? I'm not convinced they are. I'm sure they want to do a third one, but unless they start hiring a lot of people, I don't think... I think that's going to be the big tell. Is if Captrage is hiring, and hiring a lot of people, then that would be a great indicator that, okay, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. It's Rome? Yes, but if the DLCs don't sell well, which I kind of get the vibe that they don't sell well, then World's Edge isn't going to throw more money at it. Has 10 minutes? I mean, he's just been on one TC, and this TC's been delayed. Oh, Tadar high ground bonus feels good, man. Not the chicken! What a jerk! Wow. Seriously, what a freaking jerk. Yeah, Sebastian has 15 build kills. Blowing the TC there. Whoa, quintuple stable coming in at the back. All the stables. And this is where Tatar's having the better army is going to be really helpful. I mean, if Tatars are out-ecoing Khmer, then Khmer are probably in a very bad way. Ooh! Fine hit. Lancing hit there. Oh, they're gonna try and go for it. He's gonna make like a rodent and go for it. Are we time traveling? Well, I was planning on casting Babaorum versus Fire, which is why I was, you know, freaking keeping the stream on for over an hour in the first place and not finishing this review. But oh no, they have to freaking cancel the set at the last minute. Honestly, I thought that this would be either Knights or Step Lancers. Camels feel a little weird to me. Whatever. Kestrick, I would require Totters being played, and Totters aren't played very often. Kestricks are very good. But Totters are way too balanced of a civ to ever actually get picked. Alright, there's the GG. Well done there for Sebastian. Yeah, but there isn't any TTL right now. Unless I missed something. If there was TTL to cast, I'd cast it. That was the point! Yeah, there isn't any more TTL today anyway. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me today. And remember, I will be gone this weekend, but I'll be back on Monday, and we'll cover all the rest of Bronze League as best we can. Because these are going to be like the decider matches, the big qualifying matches. So definitely stay tuned for that. But thank you so much, everyone who's been tuning in. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys on Monday. I don't know who's still going to be online. Oh yeah, most people are going offline. Go enjoy watching Dave play Pokemon.